Do you know how nice it would be to mute you sometimes, though, Mike?
Yeah, I do have a mouth.
Yeah. Just anytime you just get a little bit too loud, I'll just be like, boop.
Not even that. I
Mute.
also ramble on about random crap.
I think we're all guilty of that.
Maybe we'll have a segment where it's like it's still Mike's Mad Minute, but we cut it off right at a minute.
Yeah, I just turn them off after 1 minute.
All right, we're doing Mike's Mad Minute, but this time we're cutting him off.
At exactly 60 seconds.
You haven't been mad in a while, actually, now that I think about it.
That's because the Jags aren't playing.
Yeah, and there's nothing else to really get mad about.
Officiating in NBA has been pretty bad.
Right, but I mean, it's not hurting the Magic, you know? If it was hurting the Magic, I feel like you'd be a little more upset than if it was hurting...
Yes, and also I do have monetary value, so that also affects me a little bit.
Yeah, I forgot. The degenerate over here.
The degenerate, exactly.
Whatever. Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 65 of Dimes on Duval. Mike Yashi to my right, Skylar Chase to my left. Welcome aboard for another great episode. This is the schedule episode.
You know, you're a snake.
Why?
I didn't know you were recording.
I know. That's why I started.
I mean, he did say I can't use that. Let me start over again. So.
Yes, I did.
But
Skylar
I didn't hear or see him click to start the recording, so.
Yeah, well, I had to be, discreet with it.
You're one of those you have to see it to believe it type.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well.
And that's why you can't believe in the Jags either.
Yeah, no. Every time, literally, same thing in 2017 before they went on that insane run. I literally I'm not spending money on season tickets. I need to see this team to prove me wrong. And they proved me wrong. And then the following season, I bought season tickets like a damn clown. And it was a disaster. But yes, this is like the Jaguars.
That's what they do. They keep it's like golf. You know, you hit one good shot out of 100. And that's why you keep coming back.
Yeah. You played bad the entire round, but you drill your drive on 18. And you're like, I'm the best golfer alive. I'm coming back next week. And then you dropped another $30 to $60, and you're like, why did I do this?
After you lose like 30 balls.
Yeah, you're already through 3 sleeves of Pro V1s. And
now we're not that stupid. I buy the
practice balls, baby.
The recycled ones?
I don't do that. I'll do the recycled ones, but I'll splurge sometimes on the nitros, the colorful ones,
Mm-hmm.
The super low tier, like $11 for like 12 balls. I'll go for those too.
Yeah, I think I got like a box of the orange nitro ones for Christmas. I usually get that for Christmas, I feel like, and then don't ever open those.
Hey, I mean, if you ever need to donate. Actually, I have a pretty good amount of golf balls right now in my car.
I've got like 10 sitting in my car because of my dad. When he goes on his walks, he just grabs golf balls whenever he sees them.
Oh, I was about to say, where does he live? But then I clicked.
I mean, that's so clutch, though. I mean, you got a free golf ball feeder.
Literally, I was there Wednesday night, and I saw 2 more golf balls on the counter. I was like, I'll just grab them next time, because I'm sure he'll add to his collection.
Why are you the one grabbing them? Like,
my dad's grabbing them for me because he knows I golf here and there. I'm like,
he's not golfing. His mom's not golfing.
So okay, so
Kevin lives in Texas,
and golf balls are expensive, so might as well take advantage of the free golf balls while I can get them.
Absolutely. That I saw a video on TikTok the other day that I was actually going to send to you, Skylar. It was like the girlfriend goes with the boyfriend to go golfing, and while he plays, she has her little ball grabber and just goes around and finds balls. And she had like 50 balls at the end of the round. I'm like, I mean, why not? It's a free way. Maybe Alyssa, I know you're not listening, but next round, it's on you. Anyway, this episode.
Speaking of free rounds, I owe my friend a round of golf because I made a bet with him over the Jaguars. Never again.
Oh, don't you owe Keith a round of golf too for the Orlando Magic?
I do not.
Damn. Oh goodness. No, that was my one and only bet, and I don't think I'll ever do another one. But this episode is going to be, obviously, we mentioned the Jaguars season. We're going to go over each game, but we do want to start with the NHL and NBA. This specifically is for you, Mike. We got the number 1 pick, man.
Thank goodness.
Oh my gosh.
You know, it's funny. We were talking about that, and I just had a feeling we were going to get the number 1 pick, or at least top 2. And it's funny. I was doing some grocery shopping during the night of the lottery. And I texted you, and I said, what time does the draft lottery start? And I got home, and I was like, oh, crap, it started now. And I got back in time to see the top 4 be revealed. Mm-hmm. And as I turn it on, it's commercial, and a notification comes to my phone that the Magic, Rockets, Kings, and Thunder were in the top 4. I'm like, oh, we got a top 4 pick. All right, please give us a top 2. Give us a top 2. And then They got the number 1 pick.
Did you watch it, Skylar?
No,
I doubt you did.
No, yeah, I saw the reaction video that I sent you all, but I didn't know. I mean, I guess I knew some people made a big deal of the lottery, but I didn't expect that reaction, to be honest.
Well,
when your team is so bad, you got to look for any highlight, and that was.
We
that
haven't
was a
had
huge
the number
highlight.
1 pick since 2004.
Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
A great pick.
Hall of Famer.
Is
Yes.
he? I mean, I wouldn't say he's the best Magic.
No,
of
he
all
is.
You
He
think
is.
he is?
Yes,
Best
he is.
Magic of all time.
Yes.
He-
He's the best Magic player of all time.
Just because of how long he's been in a Magic uniform and his production in that uniform.
Yes.
Yeah.
Versus like
Defensive
Penny and
Player of
Shaq.
the Year, and
And he was a top 5 player in the league during his Magic days. Like, people say Shaq, but Shaq was not the top 5 player in the league.
Not until
Shaq
later
was
in
like
life.
the best scorer, like
For the team, yeah.
for the team.
Yeah.
He could score, but did you ever notice Dwight Howard didn't really score that many points? Like his averages
I don't
were
give
never
a-
that high.
Yeah.
But his defense
His-
was so good.
His defense was clutch.
I mean, he was back. His era when he was dominant was when centers were still big, sat in the post, and dunked.
When was the last dominant big man in the NBA?
He was the last one.
Exactly. Like, people will say DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus
Serge
Cousins.
Ibaka.
No. DeMarcus was as close as they get to Dwight, but Dwight was just another monster, and he was
Ibaka played power forward for the Magic.
like Dwight was arguably the top 5 player in the NBA, not in his position. He was the best center at the time, but he was definitely the most dominant center in that era, and also definitely a top 5 player during the NBA at the time.
Yeah.
So that's why that getting number 1 pick was so important.
And I think the 12 should be up in the rafters.
There should be a lot of numbers in the rafters by now.
12, 14,
34 or 32. Sorry,
32.
One. But which one?
20.
Which one?
T-Mac.
Both of them, why not? But I'd say
I do.
I'd
I
say
do.
Penny.
I do T-Mac.
I'll go Penny just for parity.
Yeah, but 20. I see what you're saying with 20. With
What if they shared one?
20 and 33 and 23 and 8.
All right, keep going.
Well, 20 should for Michael Petrus.
Michael Petrus. 33 for Ryan Anderson.
Just all your favorite players.
Yes, literally.
Yeah, I mean
8 for
and 23 for
Oh, 23 should not. 23 should be used to decorate all the trash cans.
Hey, it'd still be there. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh gosh. Anyway, but yeah, that's why getting number 1 pick was so important to Orlando, because each number 1 pick we've gotten in franchise history has turned into
Superstar.
very great players. Yeah.
We've gone to the finals with every
Superstar.
number 1 pick we've ever had.
Oh, there you go.
And I mean, there's only been 3, but hopefully that trend continues. History tends to repeat itself. We won't bore you anymore with Orlando Magic talk. Please be on the lookout, though. I am in the process of writing an article about some options for the Magic at number 1 overall. Give you a little info on that. But let's keep the trend of the NBA going. The playoffs, we are officially in. We're in the Eastern Conference Finals, right? Yeah.
That we're in the conference.
Well,
finals,
conference finals, yeah. Apologies, yeah. So Golden State's up 1-0, and Miami's up 1-0. Does Boston win game 2? As we're recording,
They
gonna
play
happen?
tonight.
Yeah.
I think Boston does steal game 2.
If Marcus Smart plays.
Marcus Smart is supposed to be playing, from what I saw.
Probable, yeah.
Well, and by the time you listen to this, you'll know the result. But I believe that he will be playing, and I do believe Horford's back. But they do lose Robert Williams, I think it was.
Yes.
Boston, is it like a single-digit victory, double-digit victory,
I'm going to say
I say single
8.
digit. Yeah, I say single digit.
8 points.
8 points? What about you? Less than 8? More than 8?
Less than 8. I think they win by like 5. Yeah, I can see it by 2 possessions.
Miami by 6.
You got Miami by 6 in game 2.
Wait, you said 5?
Celtics by 5.
Okay. And you said Heat by 6?
Yes.
Damn. I'm writing these down just because you never
Just
know.
for funsies.
You never know, yeah.
Yeah.
On the other end, Golden State appeared to be very dominant in their
Yeah,
win
baby.
over Dallas. Do you think Luka has
Okay.
a bounce back game and wins game 2?
Let's back up for a second. Can we talk about the disaster in Phoenix? What happened earlier this week in Game 7?
Yeah, it was brutal.
That was
you
one of
know
the-
your team is bad, or you know you're bad off when your owners and management team have to send out a message on social
And
media
do you know
to
how bad
apologize.
it was? You know how bad that statement was? They misspelled their sponsor, the original
didn't see
post.
that.
I
That's
saw
hilarious.
it. They spelled their sponsor is PayPal. They spelled it P-A-P. What was it? No,
Papel?
Guy, I'm going to pull up the tweet, but oh my goodness, that was hilarious. But yeah, that game by Phoenix in Game 7 was one of the worst games I've ever seen, let alone Game 7s.
Luka had the same amount of points as the entire Suns team at halftime.
Yeah, 27
I
points.
just did that in 2K11. I play on the Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah, they spelled
Nice.
PayPal P-A-Y-P-A-Y-L.
PayPal.
PayPal.
It's like the caution sign outside getting off on my exit here. With a marquee looking one, they spelled caution with an O.
Oh, I
instead
saw
of
that
an A.
today when I drove into
Caution?
drove in here.
Yeah, caution. Caution.
But yeah.
Slow down.
Chris Paul is getting roasted online, as he should. He disappeared. DeAndre Ayton is about to get a max deal. We'll see who gives him that deal. But that was embarrassing by Phoenix.
Did you see that? Like the Magic are like 2-1 to have Ayton.
Why?
It makes no sense.
I don't
want to like expand on that, but like I just thought that was absurd. Does he re-sign with Phoenix?
No, hell no. Phoenix cannot bring him back. There's no chance.
So does that mean Chris Paul is done?
He should retire. He looks slow. He looks tired. He's also been in the league 18 years. He's not as physically built as LeBron. Same time frame. Carmelo is also looking older. Same time frame. So I think Chris Paul should retire. That's just me. But also I can see why he wants to come back and make up for this disastrous performance. But to be fair, this was the Phoenix Suns' best season in franchise history, and they laid a complete egg. But they're done. I don't know if you have any comments on the Suns.
I was just going to ask both of you, is Chris Paul the Dan Marino of the NBA? If he retires with no rings?
Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley?
Like, ironically, both for Phoenix, which sucks.
Rough.
Sorry, Phoenix.
I think I would agree Barkley more.
Okay. I was just curious to see what you...
I don't know any other examples, but I would just say
the biggest
Barkley.
one right there,
Just
That
says
sucks as Phoenix.
Hey, at least they're not the Kings.
Vlade Divac.
He's gone, so...
Yeah, exactly. But as for your question about Luka, you said, will he step up?
Will he step up?
I mean, I personally don't think the Mavericks stand a chance. I think they're done in 5. And that's pushing it. A gentleman's sweep. They'll get one in Dallas, but the Warriors will close it out in Golden State in Game 5. Or in San Francisco in Game 5. I don't believe that the Dallas Mavericks can keep up. Granted, they had a bad night shooting, but the Warriors didn't look good either. So
who's your finals?
Warriors, Heat.
Warriors, Celtics.
Ooh. I'll go with Heat, Warriors.
I think it's Warriors, Heat. I think Heat win the Eastern Conference Finals in 7. And I do believe the Warriors win in 5 against the Mavericks.
All right. Switching sports really quickly. Mike, since you brought it up, I mean, you said you really wanted to talk about the NHL.
Yeah.
That's kind of surprised me. The best score ever last night.
Playoff hockey's lit. Granted, I did see
You're
it.
just now
I
picking
did.
up on
I
it.
It's
did.
okay. He's finally
To
aware.
be fair, I know this game. I saw the game last night between the Oilers and the Flames after the Warriors put it on them.
Did you see the final score, Skyler?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it was a very nice score.
It's like the Buffalo game against Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice game, too.
The thing is, I know you don't get 15 goals in a hockey game, and it'll probably never happen again. But my goodness, they don't like each other. Granted, those two I found out are rivals, Battle of Alberta, which I did not know was a thing. But
Battle of I-4.
no, I know that.
I know.
But
well, no, I mean,
Why
Tampa Bay and
wouldn't it
Florida.
exist in Canada? Yeah.
who cares about Canada?
Battle of Florida.
That's why
I
they
don't
haven't
know
won a cup since what 1990 something. I don't even know what.
What? Canada?
Canada.
I think it's been since '94.
Yeah, and I know that. And what's crazy is there's so much history that I didn't even know about. I watch series, let's say, in between commercial breaks of NBA or when there's no NBA games. I'm like, oh, this is gonna. I'll watch some hockey. Why not? It's lit.
Yeah.
Playoff hockey's lit.
Where are we at in the playoffs?
We're in the second round in the NHL playoffs.
Who's Tampa playing right now?
Tampa's playing.
They are playing the Panthers.
The Florida Panthers.
Okay.
And they stole Game 1. I mean, it was a great game.
Game 2's tonight, I think, right?
The Panthers are the favorites.
As we're recording, yes.
Yeah,
it's
that's
on
right, because everyone-
Thursday night at 7.
Everyone who's freaking out about the Miami Heat, some of them are Panthers fans, and they play it the same night. All the games are same night, or because they're in the same arena, or not arena, same
City. Yeah, they're both in Miami.
So people are just trying to decide where to go to Florida Panthers or Miami.
I gotcha.
The Heat game.
The last win for Canada was 93, the Canadiens.
Oh, but it's funny, and
Canada.
it's like 18 years since the Toronto Maple Leafs have won a first round series. That's also
So
sad.
yeah, so that was crazy when when Tampa Bay won Game 6. I was just like, oh wow, like the curse is real, ha ha ha. But I didn't really think we were gonna win Game 7. I said we again, whatever. I'm gonna say we because I'm a Bolts fan. So when they came out and I was watching it on my phone. I was with my cousins at the time, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're gonna win this game, and they did. I was like, oh my gosh.
I feel bad for Toronto fans.
I don't.
I do. Yeah, 18 years without winning a playoff series got to be exhausting.
It's like being a Bengals fan prior to this season.
Or how about being a Minnesota sports fan in general?
Yeah, they haven't won shit.
The Vikings? When was the last time we won anything?
They went to the NFC Championship the year we went to the
Oh
NFC
yeah,
Championship game.
and then they lost back to
Twins?
the Eagles. Twins haven't had much since Mauer and
Wild?
Morneau.
They don't have anything really going for them in Minnesota.
How are the don't they have a WNBA team?
The Lynx, I'm good. No one. To
I
be
don't
fair,
think- I
no
don't
one
think they've
watches
won.
the
No.
WNBA. So
That's really rude.
I mean, it's true.
I watched the finals
Mike
last
just
year when
watches
it was
the
the
Fever.
Sky versus the Mercury.
Shut up.
We need to give him a jersey.
Absolutely
I
not.
A custom
Totally
jersey.
get him one. Do we put Fever on the back?
Fever.
You know what
I'm
you-
sorry, Mike.
You know what you'd do? You'd give me a Magic jersey and put Fever on the back.
No, you like that too much.
Yeah, no, that would actually be pretty cool.
I still wouldn't wear it.
You wouldn't wear it?
No.
You'd frame it, that's why.
No.
We should each have our own Steelers jersey. I've always wanted a jumbo shrimp jersey with just the number 69 on it.
Would they let you, though?
Yeah, they have custom ones online.
You can
But,
get
I
those.
mean,
And I think you could customize it at the stadium.
Well, yeah, but I
or
mean,
they're
would
not
they-
my parents.
I know, but I just feel like if you did it in person, it'd be like, really, bro? And they, like, judge you. I don't know.
Well,
would
I
feel,
mean,
like,
I know the
awkward
people
enough.
that work there, so.
Oh, true. Yeah, so then maybe you can get us all one.
Well, I mean, you can
Speaking
do it
of
yourself and
jerseys.
it wouldn't be uncomfortable.
Did I tell you guys I recently got a Buster Posey Giants jersey?
That's interesting.
That's pretty cool.
I just got it because after he retired, I'm like, yeah, I might as well buy one.
Is it? Oh, you just
I
bought
just
one.
bought
Okay,
one. I just
okay.
bought one. I'm like, why not?
I have an authentic Anthony Rizzo jersey. When they switched over from Majestic to Nike, Majestic Authentics were only like 140.
Nice.
I mean, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, and Rizzo, I feel
I
like
love
is
how
going to
we
be a
just
Hall of
got. We were talking
Yeah,
about
we
NHL
went off on a
playoffs to
Fame. Jerseys.
jerseys.
Well, okay.
But yeah,
I mean,
playoff hockey is lit, and I cannot wait for the next games. I think there's one tonight, or there is one tonight with the
Yes.
Panthers. But
No, with the Lightning.
Feel the chill. That's what they say when you walk into the arena.
I'm going to write that down. I literally wrote, Mike said playoff hockey is lit because it's true.
it is.
So,
I think it's the best playoff sport.
absolutely, by far.
I can't make that call because obviously the only game I really watched was last night, and that was a 15
No.
goal.
He means like the sport in
No,
general.
I know, but I haven't watched much playoff hockey to
Well,
be
you
fair.
need to keep watching, man, because constant action, fights, just the energy is just
Testosterone.
And also doesn't help that I don't know all the rules yet, so I'd probably learn that.
The rules
He
are
texted me
confusing.
though. He
Yeah.
texted me though. He was like, "What is icing?" I was like, "Boom, I got you." And I appreciated
It still
that
is a little
'cause
confusing a
I
little
did
bit.
that like 8 years ago. The same thing. I was like, "What is icing?"
It's the stuff you put on top
Why
of a
do when
cake.
they get the when they get the puck on the other side of the zone and they didn't have possession, do they have to go back to the certain line and reset? It's
Yeah, I'm
just-
still
there's
trying
a
to
lot
learn
of
it,
things.
though. But
It's
definitely-
like taking it back when you're playing half court basketball.
Essentially, yeah, essentially. That's a good way to put it. So yeah, if you haven't watched, make sure to tune in. By the time you're listening to this, your best bet is the Rangers Carolina. Game 2 is 8 p.m. That is if you're listening to this on Friday, as well as the Edmonton Oilers and Calgary Flames Battle of Alberta, 10:30 p.m. on ESPN.
The cowgirl Leaf Flames.
Yeah, I just still can't believe they've been good this year. But anyway,
I like their uniforms.
They
Well,
are
at least the
nice.
logo. I mean, the uniforms are retro looking, but it's not. It's like a modern,
Yeah.
obviously.
let's get to the meat and potatoes of the episode, shall we, boys?
Alrighty.
The Jacksonville Jaguars schedule release was last week, and we did not record because that was on our schedule. So now we're here to talk about it. Just to get the oh man, I don't think I have the preseason schedule. Anybody have the preseason schedule up?
Yeah. So
I got it,
Hall
too.
of Fame game.
Hall of
for
Fame game against
LV.
the LV Raiders.
Then 2 home games: Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and then week 3 is in Atlanta.
Week
Any
4.
interest in seeing Cleveland or Pittsburgh here?
There's Deshaun Watson, is he going to get playing time for Cleveland?
Probably not.
I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna.
I saw he's being interviewed, so by like Goodell or something. That's like the last process.
I think he's still not gonna play like half the season.
Yeah, I mean,
to be fair, Goodell should suspend him probably for the whole season. But
I think
to be fair, I don't think he should play football anymore.
Yeah, that's also
Yeah, I think it might be like a 2-year suspension, maybe. Like
I highly doubt that.
You don't think Goodell wants to set
Ray Rice got 2 games for punching his wife, and it was on video. So no, they don't care.
Well, that's one woman
Maybe.
and 2 fists versus 21 women and
what year was that?
That was
2016?
16, I think. It was after the Super Bowl run.
Yeah. So I mean,
or was it before the Super Bowl run?
I mean, things have really changed since COVID. Really, I mean, there's been a lot more activists and people speaking out, rightfully so. Maybe he does need to lower the fist a little bit more. And
Goodell doesn't give a shit. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we'll see.
Yeah,
I guess
we'll find
really
out
see.
about that, I guess, later.
Yeah. With the schedule, though, week 1, September 11th.
The Washington Commies.
The Commanders. God, such a terrible name.
And we get to be the first team they play.
I'm okay with it.
We get to have the first torn ACL on that terrible FedEx field. Ugh.
Let's just get through the stadium. Let's get through the game with no injuries. I'm happy.
1 p.m. on Fox. Skylar, you lead us off. Do we win the game or do we lose the game?
Carson Wentz. Yeah, so I think we win.
All right. Mike, do we win?
We will win that game.
All right, and I also say so. Our
1-0.
first consensus, we all say we win week 1.
Guess what's going to happen?
We're so bad at this.
We're going to lose that game. So,
most likely.
Carson Wentz is going to have 500 yards passing. Terry McLaurin's going to have like 300 yards receiving.
Hey, I would love that for my fantasy team.
Shut up, Mike. I'm going to say shut up anytime you mention fantasy from here on out.
That works.
Unless if it's on your own individual podcasting.
Which is something that could be a thing. We'll see.
Should be. Stay tuned. Okay, so yeah, consensus win in week 1 against the Commanders. Next week is our first home game of the season versus the Colts at 1 p.m. on CBS.
Matt Ryan's first game. In Jacksonville as a Colt. They play Houston Texans week 1, so I assume they come into week 2
rolling
1-0. But it's in Jacksonville. We've won 7 straight, so by technicality, I'm giving us a W.
Same here. That streak doesn't stop until it stops.
I'm sorry, guys. I go with the L there.
Understandable, but it's just crazy.
Yeah,
7 years.
7 is.
It's been 8 actually. 2014. Because technically that London game too. We played them in Indianapolis, or we played them in London. We beat them.
Is it 8?
I think it's 8. I think it's since 2013.
Oh well, it's a lot.
Either way, it's been.
I just think about it. How like imagine being a Colts fan and you're like, dude, we're going to Jacksonville. Let's like.
No. They talk crap, but it's like, dude, we own you.
I can't get over the fact last year, week 18, they needed to beat the worst team in the NFL, to make the playoffs, and they did not.
They looked awful. We looked amazing.
We looked like 2017.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, I hope we can see that this year, but I mean, it's hard to know. And I was talking with Dan Hicken at the shop about it, like how we just looked more prepared that game, and it's because we had an NFL coach versus Urban Meyer. So even though it was, drawing a blank on his name, I know exactly what he looks like.
Darrell Bevel.
Yeah, exactly. But even though he's not like I'm not gonna say he's a bad coach. He's an NFL coach. He's a good coach. So, but he's not.
But he wasn't a college coach pretending to be a head coach.
And he's not like a coach that's like Eric Bieniemy, where he's getting a ton of head coach talk. So that's my point. He's
Odell Higgins.
He was able to, exactly. He was able to pull out a victory like that. So.
Well, all right. Week 3, the 25th of September.
Yep.
Yeah, September.
The Los Angeles Chargers.
LAC, one of 3 non-1 o'clock games on CBS, 4:05 kick.
Yep.
Mike, do we win that game?
Hell no.
I will agree with that. The Chargers do play the Chiefs, but the week prior, but it's a Thursday night, so they will be well rested for their matchup.
They either lose and they're mad and they beat the crap out of us, or they win and they're on a high and they beat the crap out of us.
The only way the Jaguars win is if they, for some reason, play broken football. which I mean they have too many good players.
Not
for
even that.
to,
The only way they win or Jags win if Justin Herbert doesn't show up that game.
The only team I could see us
Brooklyn.
winning this year and against the AFC West is probably the Raiders, but we'll get to that later in the schedule.
We shall. We roll into week 4 with the Eagles in Philadelphia, 1 p.m. on CBS.
Gardner Minshew is going to come in.
Minshew Mania, Magic, whatever.
You know what? Chalk it down as a W.
All right.
Yeah, just a surprise victory. I feel like I feel like the Eagles are the better team, but Peterson's going to be, lit and.
Well, hopefully Peterson comes in with that. When we're on the fence about a team or about a game, he brings us to the positive side instead of us always going pessimism instead of optimism.
Well, and also like he's wrote that book about being more aggressive. I would assume maybe going into Philly, he wants to start hot, start aggressive.
Yeah.
Maybe you get a 14, 17-point lead and the crowd starts booing the team and, demoralizes the Eagles because he knows how those fans react to, displeasure. And
Absolutely.
I don't think they would be so upset if Peterson got off to a good start with the Jaguars versus them. So I think that'll be his game plan that game. But
I hope so. Mike?
Yeah, give me that L.
So you got 2-2.
Yeah, Mike's currently at 2-2. You are at 3-1, and I am at 1-3.
I'm at 3-1. Okay.
Yes. So week 5 versus the Texans. Home game, 1 p.m. CBS. This is only our second home game of the season.
By the way, I'm okay with having no home games early on in the year just because of the heat.
Yeah, I agree.
And we only have 7 home games this year anyway, so.
Yeah. I mean, this is a dub. We can't lose to the Texans. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Chalk it up.
Give me an L.
We lose to the Texans at home with Davis Mills III.
Yep.
Sheesh. All right, week 6.
They beat us twice last year.
Hey, yeah, I know. We were there.
But they got
Not
a
this
new
year.
coach.
We
New
got a
everything.
sophomore quarterback. We've
So
got
did
ours is better.
Davis Mills looked better than Trevor last year.
That's because he had
He
an
did.
NFL coach.
Yeah, he had an NFL coach.
Who was
Now
their
we
coach?
do.
Oh, yeah, it was David Culley.
Yeah.
Colts at Colts, 1 p.m. CBS, week 6 on the 16th of October. Do we win that game, Skylar?
No. Colts play a Thursday night game versus Denver the week prior. I think the Colts will be coming off of a loss, but
So that's a short week for them, though.
no, because they'll have basically 3 extra days. They'll play Thursday against the Broncos and then have that Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, I see. My bad.
You're good. But yeah, that's an L for us, even though I think the Colts will be coming off a loss.
I also say that's a loss. Mike?
L.
L indeed. Okay. Week 7, the 23rd of October, versus the Giants, 1 p.m. on Fox. So we are at home against the Giants and Daniel Jones. I'm saying we win this game.
Yeah, give me a W.
Yeah, I agree. Saquon
we
Barkley
should win this game.
If Barkley is fully healthy, that's the only challenge I feel like. Other than that, I'm not too concerned about.
Well,
their
our run defense should be improving.
Yeah,
So,
they should be. But
hopefully.
yeah, we should know by week 7 if they have improved or not. So
Yeah. Well, hopefully by then. Hopefully we haven't fired our coach or something by then. God, knock on wood. Week 8 is going to be across the pond in Wembley Stadium versus the Broncos at 9:30 a.m. on ESPN+.
ESPN.
It's going to be local. I'm pretty sure local.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
so ugly.
If you're local in either Jackson or Denver, you can watch it on regular cable. And if you're obviously domestic or international, ESPN Plus it is.
So I mean, Denver, they're coming off of a game versus the Jets, so I assume they'll stay in New York and travel from New York to London.
God, I'd hope so. That would suck.
Yeah, no point going back to Denver. And then, but when they play in London, it'll be a 7:30 a.m. Mountain start time. I still think Denver wins that game, even though we've been pretty well in London.
That's funny. I actually went for that exact reason. I say we win that game because we have been pretty good in London.
No, we have not. I'm with Keith though. I think we win.
But we
We
got
stink in London. Lately, we've stunk.
It's funny how you did that logic with London, but not with the Colts.
No,
week 2.
I have to switch it up. We won last year.
Yeah, that was our.
That was because it was a miracle.
It's a win.
Yeah, but that's how many wins have we won in the last 5 years in London?
I don't care.
We tripled.
That's recently.
Whatever. I don't think.
So you said win?
Yes, we do beat Denver.
Week 9, November 6th versus the Raiders at 1 p.m. on CBS.
The Raiders.
Home game against the Raiders.
They'll be playing at New Orleans the week prior, so I think they'll be pretty roughed up. But it'll be interesting to see Devontae Adams in the silver and black.
Oh, God.
Come
Don't
in
remind
at
me.
Jacksonville. I think if Derek Carr is still the quarterback, which he is, he's their best option even when he's healthy. I still think we will win that game.
I say we lose just because we're the Jags.
What's the first letter in their team name?
L.
There you go. That's all I'm
Like-
going to say.
So they lose or we lose?
That's the Jags are going to lose.
Okay.
We get the
That
L.
was
I was
confusing.
kind of confused
No,
there.
we get the L.
I thought that's the reason they have an L in their names because
No,
they're
we get the
taking
L.
it home.
Yeah,
They're leaving the L. When they leave, they're going to be Ass Vegas.
Week 10, the 13th of November at the
Ugh.
Chiefs, 1 p.m. Are we all just going to go L here?
Yeah, I think so.
You don't need to hear
Mike
me.
gave me that look like, bro, are you serious?
They coming off a tough Sunday night game versus Tennessee, but it's
Shut
up. Well, that's a tough matchup. Tennessee Sunday night, short week.
Tennessee's a joke.
The next week is going to be tough, though. We've got to bye. I'm going to say we win that one.
I hope. Didn't we lose it last year?
Yeah, we will lose everything last year.
Wasn't that when I don't know when our bye what happened on our bye, but I feel like something bad happened last year.
We existed last year. That's what happened. Week 12, 11:27 versus the Ravens at home, 1 p.m. on CBS. Last time the Ravens were here, I was in a box for that game and watched us catch the L. That was great.
Was that the one when Scobie outscored the Ravens?
No, that was a long time ago.
No. That was
Last time I remember
recent.
they were in Jacksonville.
It was like
I
4 or 5 years ago.
we played them that recently.
I mean, I was at the game.
I know the last time we played them, I believe, was in London, but like a couple of years, we probably played them a couple of years prior or something.
Did we win the game?
I think we played the Ravens in 2016.
We played them in London. I know that when
in 2016 or what?
that was 2017 season when Mercedes Lewis had 3 touchdowns.
So I think we played them again in 2016 when we opened up the season with the Packers. But Baltimore, I think we'll lose.
Voldemort. Yeah, I have us losing that game as well. Mike,
we will get the L.
I was half expecting him to say W there.
Mhm.
I should know him better than that. December 4th at the Lions, 1 p.m. on Fox.
DJ Chark revenge game. They'll
He'll have 2 catches for 16 yards.
Jared Goff as the quarterback, probably.
Yeah, that's why I say we win that game, because Jared Goff is Jared Goff.
Yeah, I agree with that. Plus, I mean, they're going to be playing the Buffalo Bills the week prior, so that's going to be a super physical matchup, obviously.
Yeah, they'll be battered and torn. Mike,
Hopefully.
Give me a win.
all right, consensus wins right after consensus L's. Rolling into week 14, December 11th at the Titans, 1 p.m. on CBS. Mike,
Give me a win.
Ooh.
on the road.
Tennessee's garbage, man. They're not good.
Who's worse, Titans or Texans?
Texans.
Okay, thank you. All right,
So-
I wanted to make sure you
Titans
said that
trade away their best player. So I'm sorry. And
But they got that kid from Arkansas
I
that
don't-
can't breathe.
Wait, what?
He's got the asthma.
Traylon Burks, yes.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
No, and I know Derrick Henry's on the team, but Derrick Henry, I'm making this guarantee right now. He is going to start declining, and he's not going to be playing against Jacksonville in week 14, whatever week that is. He will not be playing against Jaguars. It's going to be Tannehill, and would not surprise me if Malik Willis is starting that game.
Yeah, I mean, he struggled. I mean, not struggled. Derrick Henry was, battling injury all throughout last year, wasn't he? So
No, he got hurt, middle of the year. So, yeah, technically missed all of last year.
I can agree with that statement. I mean, I know I said it before last season. You can't really count out Derrick Henry because of how physical he had been. He hasn't declined yet until about last year. So
And once a running back gets hurt, it continues to pile on.
that's why we drafted Snoop Connor.
Snoop Connor, yes.
Yeah, I still say we lose. What about you, Skyler?
I think we're gonna lose that one.
Okay. This is different than the Skyler I knew in the past. Huh, I like it. Week 15, December 18th versus the Cowboys, 1 p.m. on Fox. I say we win that game because I hate the Cowboys. And I can't pick the Cowboys to beat us.
I think, Cowboys, they don't necessarily have real drama, but I feel like they always create drama. Like Mike McCarthy's always got something going on with the team. Dak's always, got something going on in terms of...
Zeke.
Yeah. So I think we'll win just because the Dallas Cowboys can't deal with the noise that they always have to deal with, especially later in the season when it's they're expecting to make a playoff run.
Yeah, and they have to play outside. They don't get to play in their cute little dome.
Should be snowing in Jacksonville that day.
I think so. Mike?
L.
3 weeks remaining before the postseason, of course, but Week 16 is our only primetime game at the Jets on Thursday night, 8:15 p.m. on Amazon Prime Video.
Give me an O.
Why?
The Jets have a better offense than us.
But we have
weapons.
a better defense than their offense, no?
We'll have to see. I don't know. There's so many new faces.
Yeah, our defense has been revamped completely within one offseason.
We'll know halfway through the year. I mean, this is Week 16. We'll know how good our defense is.
Hopefully we don't have, Winger ducking from tackles with Wilson running down the sideline like last year. That's where...
I give us the win just because I can't see another last year. I can't.
Yeah, I think we're just going to be more prepared for games this year. So I think it's just that alone, just being prepared for situations
that was a big problem.
Yeah.
So we win?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 to go. Week 17, January 1st. Happy New Year at... It says at Texas on here. What does it say on yours?
Houston Texans.
We're at the Texans.
There's a typo on this website. It threw me off. We're playing the Texas
Are you looking
Longhorns
at
at 1 p.m.
You're looking at the schedule on Wikipedia.
I'm on NBC Sports. This one had a nice format, I thought. But okay, yeah, the Texans, 1 p.m. CBS.
1 p.m. on the 1st of January. And that will be our first win of 2023.
Yeah, you and I both have 3 wins in a row here. Mike, did we win this one?
Oh, shoot.
Houston. Yes.
Okay. Woo, woo, woo. That's a sigh of relief. And the last game of the season, for some reason it says TBD on the time for mine.
It does too.
I mean,
Okay.
I think every week 18 is like a flex game.
Okay, yeah. So 1-7 or 1-8 versus the Titans. So home game against the Titans. Do we win the last game of the season?
No.
We win the last game of the season a lot, though.
Yeah,
when it doesn't matter.
I don't think we're going to win this one.
No?
Because we beat Tennessee earlier, so that's why.
Well, for you, we did, but I said so. We're gonna finish on my schedule 4 straight wins.
You both have that.
No. Oh yeah, no, yeah, because I had them losing at the Titans. So yeah, 4 straight wins to end the season.
You guys are nuts.
Okay, well that's
going
a wrap
hot
on that.
into
Let's
the playoffs,
see.
baby.
We're gonna go with Mike's first because I think his might be the most L's. So we got
Probably more accurate too.
7 and 10.
There you guys. Honestly, what I think they'll be I don't know what mine came out to be. Probably 10 and 7.
Yours is probably 12 and 4.
Yeah, probably
12 and
again. Just like always.
9 and 8. That's me.
Oh, I was gonna say for Skylar.
No, yeah, I wanted to do Skylar's last. So I'm gonna count the L's. It might be easier.
We count quietly.
6 losses.
11 and 6.
11 and 6.
What a great season we're gonna have this year.
It's weird. It's usually me at the bottom, but you were at the bottom.
I'm the most negative person now. I'm done with it.
I used to be that guy.
Yeah,
I
you
guess
have more hope. I don't. I've given up.
It's not that I have hope. It's just I don't want to predict this to be bad again because it just hurts myself. Before the season even starts, it hurts my pride.
For me, I predict it just so I don't get hurt at the end of the year.
That was my philosophy too. But this year, I don't know. I just felt
But to be
better
fair,
about
look
myself.
at this. Look, what did we fire Urban Meyer at? We had 1 win or 2 wins?
2.
We had 2?
Dose.
Yeah, he had beat the Bills and the Dolphins.
Oh, fuck that. Bills game should not have counted towards him. Should have counted towards Joe Cullen.
You shouldn't have counted towards anybody. That was
the Dolphins game was Matthew Wright's game.
Yeah, he got cut.
Yeah. See ya.
And then who
kicked to the curb?
Yeah, the 2 people that helped us win those games are no longer on the team. They're no longer on the roster or
with the organization.
Yeah. However,
what?
Oh, I thought you were recording.
Oh no!
I mean, it's a podcast.
Twitter.
We are recording.
I'm on Twitter. Yes.
Touche. But no, I think Doug's definitely good for 3 to 4 more wins. Just Doug himself.
3 to 4 more wins to the total from last year? Or 3
Yeah,
to
I was
4
going to
more
say,
wins
if Doug
versus-
was the coach last year.
Doug would have had probably 5 wins last year. Because we had a terrible team, man. We lost our...
We didn't have a great team, but I think he could have plugged people in better.
Also, maybe if Chark didn't get hurt, our offense would have been a little different.
So players would have actually wanted to play for this guy.
So we might have won like 6-7 games maybe.
You got to think morale's a big thing too.
And I mean, I always look at previous results and like get too excited over what was happening. But if we went back last year,
I'll make a guarantee, by the way, for Trevor Lawrence.
Here, let me pull up last year's results because I mean, there's so many games that we probably shouldn't have been in that we were. And
right.
Like for instance, the Cincinnati game, we were up 21-0,
We were up
right?
2 touchdowns, and then we got up again. Yeah, I think it was
And that's
maybe
with
3.
Urban Meyer as our coach.
Yeah, who then went to a bar.
Yeah, to celebrate his almost victory.
Hats off to the Panthers or whatever that included that.
Chargers.
Or the Chargers that included that in their draft or their schedule release.
That was incredible.
But I mean, we did awful against the Texans week 1. Just lack of preparedness, in my opinion. Denver, we played okay, but our special teams took us out. Arizona was one of the best teams last year too, and we were in that game for 3/4 of the game, and then.
Were we really in that game though?
I mean,
take away
with special teams.
The kick return was the only reason we were in that game.
Well, yeah.
Or punt return. Sorry, not kick return.
No, it was a missed field goal return.
Punt return, pretty much.
But, I mean, yeah, we were in the game. Like, it doesn't matter how you're in the game. You're in the game, you know. So
I just think you're way too optimistic.
I am. There's no denying
Someone
that.
needs to be, though.
But
in our podcast, someone's got to have a light at the end of the tunnel.
My point being, though, is these are teams that we probably shouldn't have been competing with anyways. Like our offense was so bad last year.
To be fair about the Cardinals, were a train wreck at the end of the season. So they showed who they really were. And they got lucky to start off 8-0.
So, I mean, I feel like they could probably start off just as hot this year.
They don't have Hopkins for the first 6 games. That's besides
true.
the point.
That's
but we don't have to worry about the Cardinals. They're not the
Yeah.
ones who have to play this year.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I mean, we scored 19 points a lot. So I think, obviously, we just need to score more.
You know what's funny? We were one of the worst teams in terms of scoring offense last year. We averaged less than 14 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
That is pitiful. So
Yeah,
Doug by himself should improve that by 6 points, hopefully.
Yeah, and hopefully our running backs stay healthy. I mean,
ETN.
it'll be exciting to see ETN. Yeah, hopefully he can produce how he did at Clemson and
I
just.
hope so.
14.9 points per game,
Yeah,
and they gave up 20, just about 30 points.
Yeah, we were down 2 touchdowns a lot.
It just doesn't work when you do that.
No, but as for my guarantee for Trevor Lawrence,
Yeah, hit me.
I will guarantee that he will throw for 30 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all I'm going to say. 30
That's
touchdowns.
your prediction.
You're not going to. Oh, I
No,
thought
I'm
you were
just
going
gonna
to go
say 30
yardage.
touchdowns.
How
I
many
mean,
interceptions?
I'm just not going to throw that out there.
All right, all right.
But-
You know I'm going to clip this and put this.
That's fine.
Okay. all
I
right,
just
all right.
think that he's going to, now with a
Who's our leading
competent
receiver?
offensive coach and an offensive coordinator, competent on offense. I know I'm repeating myself, but that's really needs to be repeated over and over again. I do believe if he stays healthy, he will be throwing for 30 touchdowns this upcoming year. And the leading receiver, to answer your question, Skylar, it should be, for the love of God, Christian Kirk. If it's not Christian Kirk, we got problems.
What
So-
if Marvin Jones just has a?
He won't. He's too old. He's going to get good number 2.
What about Laviska Shenault?
That's another guarantee. Laviska Shenault will not be on the roster start 2022.
Ooh.
I hope he's not, at least.
That's
I like that one.
God, I hope he's
His
off
hope-
this team.
A
Give-
hopeful
gi-
guarantee.
You give one hot take now for the season.
Oh shoot!
Anything.
We make the playoffs.
Oh my gosh.
At 11-5. I mean, yeah, that's actually kind of fair.
I mean,
point.
the Colts didn't make it 11-5, but
11-6 is what your record was. So yeah, that should be playoff
everyone,
contention.
yeah,
It should be.
we're
yeah.
gonna be right around there. I mean, I think the whole AFC West probably gets in.
All right, Keith, time for your prediction.
I gotta think of one.
Think of the defensive side because we're on offensive.
I'm trying to think of like special teams or something like that.
Well, that kicker we just signed.
Does Jimmy Smith III make the team?
No, absolutely not.
No, he's
absolutely
28.
not. Yeah, he's 65.
He's our age, I'm pretty sure.
He's not quite that old, but he is old.
He's been in college for 7 years, so it would not surprise me if
He's not. I already looked it up. He's not our age.
Might be.
Dang, man, I can't think of anything. Fine, here we go. Wait, I gotta look up this number first. Jaguars forced turnovers 2021. Yes, you can hear the clacking on my keyboard, but
Does Josh Allen have more than 10 sacks this year?
God, I don't know. We had the worst. Oh my God, our differential was minus
Over
20.
under at 9.25 for Josh Allen. What do you got?
No, that's not mine. I don't want that to be mine.
No, it's not. Doesn't have to. It's just a question.
9.25.
Yeah. So does he get 9.5?
No, under.
Under.
Over.
Oh.
Okay. Dang it, you threw me off. Okay, here we go. The Jaguars had 9 takeaways last year. They will have... Who's middle of the pack?
24.
Trying to see right here. Titans had 21. They'll have 21 takeaways this year.
All right.
You said they had 9?
Over under 21.5. You're going to go 21 exactly, or you're going to go over?
I'm going exactly 21, Mike. Golly, you betting...
All right, so more than 21 turnovers. 21 or more turnovers.
How many sacks does Trayvon Walker have?
4.
4. Ooh, because I was going to do 5 at the over-under.
I was going to put it at 5, too. Yeah, I would say 5.
4, but he will cause chaos.
How many forced fumbles?
3.
Oh,
5.
That's what I was going to say, 3.
5.
I'm not writing all these down. That's too many things to write
No,
down.
we'll just have to go back and listen to records.
Yeah, we'll see about that one later on.
You guys can. I think this is going to be a big year for gains.
Is it?
It needs to be across the board.
Now, despite results, you could still have a fun season and not win a lot of games and stuff. Do you think we have a lot of fun stuff going on, or is it going to be a lot of misery again?
I mean, if we win 6, if we all say at least 7 wins, right? Yeah. That's a good season. I'm not going to be mad now. I'm going to be really worried about the games when we play the AFC West, but that's about it. Otherwise, I'm fine with it.
Absolutely. With any of our records, if we finish 7-10, I'm going to be very happy.
I'm ecstatic.
9-8, I would be bubbling. 11-6, I probably wouldn't exist because I'd be I would have exploded or something. That would be just incredibly ideal and probably a fever dream, but not a Mike dream. But
yeah, hopefully we can take advantage of our division.
I didn't say it on purpose.
Yeah, hopefully we take advantage of our division. I don't know how. I mean, Matt Ryan being added to the Colts.
Colts are winning the division. Jags, Titans will finish 3rd. Texans are last.
So you're going Colts, Jags, Titans, Texans.
Yes. Titans are going to be complete dog shit this year.
Man. So
I still think the Texans are the worst of the worst.
But that's because they have had no help, to be fair. And their owner is an idiot.
Yeah, he is dumb.
So is the Colts.
Over
so
under.
is the Jags. So are the Titans. Our division's full of owners.
Over under.
Or morons. Our division's full of dumb owners.
14 interceptions for Trevor. No, 13. Over under.
Over. He had 17 last year.
Yeah, I just wanted to
under 11.5 this year.
You can't have half an interception.
Oh my gosh. All right, really quick to finish the show because we have already gone long. I do want to notate the
Icemen suck.
Icemen don't suck. They made it to the second round. They did get swept by the Everblades.
Oh.
Sorry,
Hate to see
franchise.
That's not nice.
I'm
At least they got to the playoffs.
They're the only team in Jacksonville doing that.
The Giants. The Giants actually lost though. They lost. They always win the
championship.
championship.
Did you know there's an ABA team in St. Augustine?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they play against.
Skyler thought it was some breaking news.
There's one on. There's 2 in Jacksonville too.
Well,
there's one in Yulee or something like that.
How many ABA teams are there? 50?
Nah.
It's not the old ABA that we used to know.
What are they called? The Giants. Let me just do that. And there's 7-time ABA national champions.
Nice.
That's incredible.
They score so many points. I haven't been to any.
Because they have a 4-pointer. You know that, right?
Oh, I didn't. But they used to not though, right? And they still were scoring like crazy. Just maybe 8 years ago, I feel like they didn't have the 4-pointer, and they were still scoring 160 plus points.
Could be. I really don't know.
They just
God,
fast breaks
so
every break.
I can't even find oh, here we go, the league. Oh, URL not found. Well, whatever. We'll figure that off here. Yeah. So props to them for having a good season. Good job, Iceman. The Jumbo Shrimp sitting at 20-18 right now. They've lost 4 in a row though. Durham has their number right now. They are in town for the weekend, so head on out to the ballpark if you want to watch some baseball. Sorry I didn't get that Dino bobblehead for you, dude. I didn't get to go that day.
What an incredible bobblehead that was, though.
The
The
famous
Rex from Beach
Rex.
Boulevard. I used to pass it every day going to preschool, so I just remember
Sentimental
seeing it.
value.
I mean, I see it almost every day still now because it's on the way to my dealer's house. So,
Well, shout out to the Jumbo Shrimp social media team though for reposting my article a couple times. That
nice.
actually really helped
it's awesome.
drive up some traffic on it, and that was pretty dope. And lastly, I couldn't end the episode without this. Number 65. That's the episode number we're on.
Brandon Linder.
Brandon Linder,
Brandon
baby.
Linder. Can you name another one?
Number 65.
Chris Naoli.
Yes.
There you
Nice pull. 2002 to 2008. Chris, man, he was a good guy. R.I.P.? Question mark?
I don't think he's dead.
One of them from the Uchi's not because I follow him on Twitter.
Chris Naoli.
Vince Manawai? Was it Vince?
Vince Manawai is the one I'm pretty sure died.
Yeah, I think it was Vince. R.I.P. What a king. Will Rackley.
He did also wear 65 in Hawaii.
Hey, cool. Will Rackley wore it in 2011 and 2013. Kynan Forney, 2009. No idea who that is. And then two other guys I've never heard of before 2000. So that was number 65 in Jaguars history. The best overall, apparently, according to USA Today, Elvin Bethea. I don't know who that is. Tom Mack and Gary Zimmerman, all NFL guys.
Wasn't Jeff Saturday 65 or what was he? 60?
That's what I thought he was. I think he was
he's
69.
63.
Or it might have been 69 with the Packers. I can't
He was
remember.
63.
No, Bakhtiari's 69.
Yeah, he's 62 with the Packers as well.
That was a nice little stint he had there for like a cup of coffee. Anyway, that is it. That is our episode. Thank you guys for listening, for sticking with us. I know this was a long one, but we had to get through the schedule because this is one of my favorite episodes of the year, just to hear who's optimistic, who's pessimistic. We will open this up to you guys as well. We'll have a tweet underneath our posts where you guys can share your thoughts on what we finish with. I don't know why I said as, but it is what it is.
And we'll put a poll on Instagram. How many wins do you think the Jags will get?
Yeah, we'll do a nice little
We'll just
poll
use
there
our
too.
3 numbers that we put, and then you just guess.
Or I was going to put like a range. You know,
like what
how
I did
many
with
wins.
like I did with my Twitter poll.
Yeah, we can do that. So anyway, thank you guys for listening. If you don't follow us on social, please go ahead and do so. And thank you for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you next time.
Just a reminder, the Magic have the #1 pick.
Kapaya.